Hello, everyone. My name's Lisa Button, and I have the privilege of leading the wonderful team at Community Refugee Sponsorship Australia. I frequently hear from the many Australians involved in our movement that getting involved in community sponsorship is one of the most meaningful things they've ever done. Terms like rewarding, enriching, joyful, life affirming come up a lot. But I wanted to take a minute just to unpack that a little bit for those of you who might be curious about what it's really like. It's almost inevitable for people living in a relatively peaceful and wealthy country like Australia to think of community sponsorship as a one-way process of helping a newcomer settle here. We envisage that we will feel good when we help someone who's had a rough time, that we will be able to put our values into action, that we'll be able to share our privilege and resources, and that through our efforts, someone's life will be a little bit better or a lot better. And all of those things are true, but it's really only scratching the surface of why this is such an impactful experience for so many people. Community sponsorship is a deeply human endeavour. When refugees are talked about in the media or by policymakers, we forget that not only are they people forced to flee, but they are simply people with all of the differences and uniqueness that comes with being human. They are babies and children, adults, teenagers. They are individuals dealing with potty training and adolescence, parenting and aging, as well as starting a new life in a foreign country. Some people are friendly and outgoing, others are more conservative and reserved. Some are socially progressive, others not so much. Some are worldly and adventurous, and others just want a quiet life. It's so obvious when you think about it, but every human difference that exists within the world also exists within the large and unfortunately growing number of people who we refer to as refugees. As a result, no two sponsorship experiences are the same. Lifelong friendships may form, they often do, or they may not. Gratitude and reciprocal generosity may flow, or it might not. There are really only three things that I feel confident will be true for every sponsorship experience. Firstly, it's an adventure. Unexpected things will happen, both positive and negative. Mistakes are unavoidable, even for the most well-prepared, but you will muddle through with the help of our team and others around you, and you will grow from the experience. Having signed up to be involved in the CRIS program in a private capacity, I've got to see my community, my country, and our place in the world from a new point of view. I've had my assumptions, my unconscious biases, and my rules of thumb challenged, and I've been humbled and inspired by confronting how much I still don't know. I've learned in real world settings about the complex interplay of personality and culture, and the differences of belief and aspiration that can exist even within one small family. I've had to develop new communication skills, new interpersonal strategies, and new ways of doing things to navigate the unexpected. And I've also been surprised with the intensity of the vicarious pleasure that comes from watching members of a family take small steps towards the lives that they wish to lead, watching a child get a prize in school, a parent get their driver's license or their first job, and the laughter that comes from the first hilarious misunderstanding or shared inside joke. So ultimately, it's a way of confronting the challenges of our time with action, optimism, and connection. So, for those of you looking for real growth and human connection in these trying times, I can't recommend the experience more highly. And for those of you already involved, thank you so much for signing up for this adventure.